Welcome, student leaders from across Toronto. Welcome to our monthly Catholic Student Leadership Impact Team Leadership Webinar. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Conso, and I have the awesome job of facilitating, creating, and promoting anything to do with Catholic student leadership, and a huge for joining us. And if you, the last Tuesday of every month is when we have our leadership webinars. We got guest speakers, we have prizes, we have games, and opportunity for you to collaborate and interact with students all the way from Scarborough to Etobicoke. And I know that's so important right now because of our online world and everything virtual and no extracurricular activities. So it's a chance for you to interact with students from across the board. So thank you so much for joining us. And we have an amazing meeting happening. Now, let me see what's going on in the chat box. Just want to say hi to Mara. Mara is a regular. Hey, Mara. Lorena's in the house. Elisa's in the house. Another Elisa. Yelani, Julia, Jordana, Adam, Cynthia, and Ika. Saying hi to everyone in the chat box. If you want to join the chat box and interact with the people that are part of the meeting, you have to make sure that you open or sign up to a YouTube account. Right now we are on YouTube Live. Unfortunately, your TCDSB account, I'm not sure that it works, but you need to open up a personal YouTube account or YouTube channel. That way, like all these people in the chat box, and let me see who they are. Lily and Adam and Carl and Ali and Jeanette. You can interact with us and you can interact with them in the chat box. Plus, we're gonna have a whole bunch of games. So if you wanna qualify for a prize, you need to be able to input your answer in the chat box. So, hey everyone, I'm going to introduce to you the two amazing will be hosting today's session, and today's session is going to be awesome. We got a guest speaker. We have a meditation after the meeting, and you could win your choice of a $25 gift card or a pizza delivered to your doorstep. So to explain how all of this is happening, thank you for joining us. I'd like to welcome our student trustees, Keith and Kathy. Hi, Keith. Hi, Kathy.
Hey.
Hi.
Floor is yours.
Thanks, Mike. Was he a bit lucky with you too, or is that just me?
A little bit.
Okay.
I think a little bit. Even exec was saying, but it's okay. Hopefully we're okay.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Oh my gosh. Hi Miss Lenzo.
Hi Lisa. Hi Catherine. Oh, Catherine, we just had a meeting.
Hi Mikey Mike. I think Celia is here. Hi Celia.
Hi Carl.
Hi everyone. So this is the last GA of 2020. So it's been quite a year, if I do say so myself.
Definitely. Yeah. You could say
a year ago today, we were hosting CSLIT in the gym of Cardinal Carter, and now I'm doing it from the comfort of my own home. How things have changed. So I'm just gonna pull this up. This is how to participate. Take a screenshot. If you notice that you're unable to comment for whatever reason, you might need to sign into an account and the chat box will be available to you after that. Just gonna dive into our agenda. We're gonna start off with an opening and prayer.
Then mentee attendance.
Our guest speaker.
Our board welcome, as usual.
Our game, guess that movie, but it's Christmas edition.
A Mike talk, so TED Talk, but Mike edition.
Catholic student leadership updates.
Closing remarks.
Prayer and pizza.
And finally, the mindfulness meditation.
So we have a lot in store for you for our last PA, and we hope you guys stick all the way till the end because we have some pretty exciting news coming up. I don't know if Julia... Okay, Julia's backstage. We're going to call her on for land acknowledgement and prayer. Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Keith. How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. And I'm excited to be here with all of you. So without further ado, let's get started with the land acknowledgement. So Out of our deep respect for Indigenous peoples in Canada, we acknowledge that all Toronto Catholic District School Board properties are situated upon traditional territories. The territories include the Wendat, the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nations. We also recognize the contributions and enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people in Ontario and the rest of Canada. All right, so I invite you all to pray with me. Let us bring ourselves in the presence of the Lord as we pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. The virtue of the month of November is peace. Lord Jesus Christ, who is called the Prince of Peace, who is our peace and reconciliation, who so often said, "Peace to you, grant us peace." Make all people witnesses of truth, justice, and love. Banish from their hearts whatever might endanger peace. Enlighten our rulers that they may guarantee and defend the great gift of peace. May all people on earth become brothers and sisters. May longed-for peace blossom forth and reign always over us all. For this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. I really like that prayer, and I hope that you guys did too. And I'm really excited to see what's next. I know we have like games, guest speakers, mic talk, so I'm really excited. I'm going to stick around. But I'll see you guys all at the end for closing prayer.
Thank you so much,
All
Julia.
right. Thank you so much, Julia. All right. So we're going to quickly dive into our Mentimeter for the day. So find your school name, find the short form. So I go to Madonna. So I'm looking for mine now. So mine would be Madonna.
McLuhan would be McLuhan.
Magda, which one is yours?
Okay, well, I'm Magda, if you guys didn't know, and I go to, oh my god, I was going to say Cardinal Newman because I forgot that it changed. I think it still says it there, but yes.
Yeah, we'll change it for next time.
Yeah,
so we're expecting a lot of representation from these 3 schools, of course.
Last time it was Cardinal Carter, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Keith share his screen. So at the top of the screen, as you can see there, the code is 14 75 32 8. We have 2 questions as always, and we're gonna try to get this started. I want to see the representation, so I'm gonna go do it on my phone right now.
Is it working? I hope it's working because it's like
just go to www.menti.com, and then it'll prompt you for the code. Our code is 14 75.
Okay, it's working.
32.
Okay, the first
8. Okay.
Madonna,
Madonna. Okay. There we go.
Just right off the bat.
Excuse me. Bishop Allen came in. Just swooped.
Madonna not in the middle?
Guys, please. Guys. Madonna has, in person, one of the biggest presences.
O'Connor, McLuhan, Lieberman.
Okay, Lieberman. Which school has the most representation? Okay, so it's like a battle. Loretto College. Wow. Some of these schools I don't really expect to see because I haven't seen them too much like in person, but it's really great. Someone said not in school. So either I'm going to assume you're in virtual school, but you're still connected to your home school. So that's who you're representing.
St. Anne.
Or you can put St. Anne. Okay. Power. Someone just said Saint, just straight up. I don't know which saint, but
Class of 96. Yeah.
90. We'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Yeah. Do we have any alumni on this call or this stream? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Vanessa.
Okay, I think we can
move
on.
I think that's good. You can still I believe you can still type in your answer for this question, so we're just gonna hop on to the next one.
What are you hoping to get for Christmas? What are you guys hoping
Oh,
to?
that's a
That's
good
interesting.
question.
We also have a Secret Santa.
Okay. Okay, Keith, you tell us. What are you kind of hoping for Christmas?
Um,
It's a PS5.
a PS5 is
Whoa.
gonna expensive. I saw that. I was like, no.
Free pizza from here.
A free pizza from here.
Y'all made me laugh. Someone has said a hug,
Aw.
please. If
COVID-19.
I could,
Spotify Premium.
Spotify Premium. Okay. Apparently, if you're a student, you can get it, but I don't. I think that's just like post-secondary. But honestly, just do what a lot of people are doing. Just do a family Spotify and then share with your friends.
To
My
be
brother does that.
appreciated.
We appreciate you. Whoever put that down, we
Love,
appreciate you.
guys.
Someone said sleep. Oh, a new winter jacket. Someone said fishing. Hold on. Scroll up or down, I guess.
Up, down.
Some chunky rings. Good God.
Bait caster brought. Mike, is this you? Is this you?
He's laughing in the back.
Okay, that might be him.
We can see him. He's caught. He's been caught by console.
Another hoodie. Maybe you'll see. more
Okay.
Sanity.
My sanity. Guys, please. Okay, so someone said a longer break. I'm gonna tell you right now. We just got a statement saying that we will not be having an extended winter break. So I'm sorry to break the news.
A year's supply of chat time.
Oh, that'd be so good. I
I
want to see my family, but I can't. Oh, I really miss
Someone
everyone,
said
seeing
birthday.
everyone. Like I know I see Keith sometimes because we
Sometimes we see. You see
we work every week, every Thursday. I see him at the board, hanging out. Good, best couple
Keith's
buddies.
I love you.
Okay, so I think this is good amount of supplies. Everything supplies.
Supplies. Okay.
Answers. Sorry. I think you can still enter the code and answer and stuff. What like later on, but
Yep.
we're going to move on now. We're going to have our
But
guest
thank you, Magda.
speaker. Yes, thank you very much, Magda. We will see her a little later on today.
Before the guest speaker, we have Mr. Kakamo over here for our board welcome first. Hi, Mr. Kakamo.
Hi, folks. How's it going?
Pretty good. How are
Doing
you?
pretty well. How about yourself?
Not too bad. I like the new green name tags at the bottom.
I know, me too.
Yeah, so we decided to change it up. The background is red. It's our Rooted in Christ poster.
Awesome.
So we decided that green would be the way to go today.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yes, I have my Christmas jumper on.
You look great.
Maybe I'll wear it to the board on the last meeting, closest to
That'd be
Christmas.
cool. That'd be cool. I couldn't make it for closing remarks later on this afternoon, so
No worries.
maybe I'm doing closing remarks at the beginning. What are the themes for today's meeting, folks?
Today we have guest speaker Sam Dema. He's a youth motivational speaker. We're going to be talking a little bit kind of about Christmas and our upcoming plans
For CSLIT.
for CSLIT.
That's amazing. So always
Yeah.
good to motivate our youth into action and to think about the amazing ways we can help out our communities, especially during the upcoming Christmas season. There are so many struggling families out there, and I know that CSLIT is a major advocate to support our youth and our students who are in need. You're engaging in wonderful initiatives that will bring that support to the fore and as quickly as possible to make sure that it gets to those that need it right away. I'm really glad that that's happening. Hi, Mara. Nice to see you too. And so I'm pleased that you're taking on the leadership that is involved to make sure that student voice is being heard and being heard in a meaningful way to help out not just the greater communities, but the people that are in our classrooms, the people who are on our screens, the people that we're supporting, and our friends, our neighbors. It's such an inspiring thing for us to be a part of, and so we thank you for that leadership, both to Keith and Kathy and everyone involved in CSLIT and ECSLIT.
Thank you so much for coming out as always and supporting us. And it really shows every report and every CSLIT and ECSLIT, and honestly anything that we do, you're always by our side, like just pushing us to do our best, and we really appreciate it.
You guys make it easy. Let me tell you, such professionals, such dedication, such love. Am I doing it right?
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Kakamo. Have a good day.
thank you.
Take care. Enjoy the meeting.
Right. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
We'll be
So
interested.
now we're going to have our guest speaker, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
How's it going, guys? How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Nice to see you again.
Take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I want you to close your eyes right now. Everyone, I'll do it too. And I want you to think back to when you were just a little kid, maybe 3, 4, 5 years old. Now I want you to open up your eyes and look at this. If you think I was a cute baby when I was a kid, put an exclamation mark in the chat box. I used to have so much hair. I don't know where it all went. But the reason that I wanted you to think back to when you were just a little kid is because when each and every one of us was this age, we dreamt fearlessly. If you could somehow travel back in time and speak to your younger self and ask the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? What answers would you have given? Put it in the chat box. Would you have said you want to be a dentist, a doctor, an astronaut, a teacher, a superintendent, a professional athlete, a speaker, a librarian, a scuba diver, a musician? What was the thing that you used to want to be when you were a kid? A unicorn, a banker, a princess, a doctor. Cynthia, thank you. Angelica, thank you. Carl, an astronaut. Elisa said a chef, a princess. Olga said a teacher. Lauren said a veterinarian. Mara said a pharmacist, doctor, soccer player, actress. Thank you all so much for the cute appreciation. Unfortunately, I'm not that cute anymore. The other day, I was sitting at my kitchen table. That picture popped up. My mom came up beside me. She rested her hands on my shoulders as her legs started wobbling, and she whispered in my ear, "Oh my goodness, Sammy, you used to be the cutest little kid." And then she whispered in my other ear, "But I don't know what happened to you." Thank you, everyone, for sharing your answers. All jokes aside, I loved being this age because we had endless dreams when we were young. And if I was going to answer that question for all of you, I would have told you that when I was a kid, when I was just a small little kid, even when I was 13, my dream was to be a professional soccer player. Because at the start of high school, when most students are getting ready, I accepted an opportunity to move to Italy for 6 months of my childhood. I was living with over 25 international athletes, touring the country, going on tryouts, watching teams play. I'll be honest though, if I wasn't training or watching a game, you could probably find me in some local store eating pizza. And if it wasn't pizza, it was probably pasta. And if it wasn't pizza or pasta, it's because dinner finished and I was already on to dessert and I was shoving my face with gelato. Look, I'm not going to explain this in depth, but I gained about 10 pounds on that trip, but we don't talk about that part of the story. Question though, if I was to Uber Eats you ice cream to your front door right now, not going to say that I will, but what's your favorite flavor? For me, it was always lemon. But what is it for you? Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry ice cream? Let me know in the chat box. Hello, Julia. How's it going? Ali, I totally agree. Italy is the bomb.com. But, you know, the practice, the pizza, the pasta, all of those things weren't actually what made my experience amazing. You see, yes, the practice was good. The ice cream was great. The pizza and the pasta was amazing. But the real thing that made my experience memorable and worthwhile and life-changing was the ability to be surrounded by like-minded individuals. All the people around me shared the same vision that I had. And when you choose to surround yourself with people who have similar dreams and similar goals and similar values, you will find that time will effortlessly pass you by and you will end up reaching your goals faster and making progress quicker than you ever thought possible. Unfortunately, after 6 months, I came home. I did not have a soccer scholarship. May, you said ube ice cream. My girlfriend's Filipino. She introduced me to ube ice cream. That is the best ice cream I think I've ever had in my life as well. Shout out to ube ice cream. But when you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, you make progress so quick and so fast. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, I didn't sign a pro contract, but I came back home to Canada knowing exactly what I had to do if one day I wanted to play pro. And so all throughout high school, I made a promise to myself that I would sacrifice everything in my life if it didn't support this goal or dream of playing pro soccer. And what that looked like for me was very simple. No video games, no partying, not going out too much with friends, not spending much money. In fact, all throughout high school, my entire high school experience, you could only really find me in one of 4 places: in the gym training, on a soccer field practicing, at home studying, or at my grandma's house eating her pizza or pasta before going to practice. You got to eat those carbs, right? And you already know this. But one of the most beautiful things about sacrifice is that when you give up certain things, when you sacrifice things in the pursuit of a goal or a dream, typically somewhere in your future, it starts to pay off. Something has to start to pay off. And so I'm curious to know, what have you sacrificed in your life for your goals and your dreams? What are the things that you're currently pursuing and you've had to make sacrifices for? Honor yourself by putting your sacrifice in the comments. Is it spending less time on social media, or deleting the apps off your phone, or spending less time playing Fortnite, or saving your money or investing your money? What are your sacrifices? Put it in the chat box. I would love to know. And I know there's a 10-second delay, so I'll keep moving forward. By the time I was 17, it was when those sacrifices for me started to finally pay off. Tall girl, thank you so much for sharing. She moved away from her home country. That's a huge sacrifice. But I'll be honest with you, the rewards are going to be huge. Good for you. I see you. I feel you. By the time I was 17, those sacrifices finally started to pay off for me. I was sitting at my Matt, thanks for sharing. I was sitting at my 4th period economics class when I heard this ping on my laptop. And it was an email from the men's soccer head coach of Memphis University, huge school in the US. And they said, we want to bring you to our school on an official visit in the hope that one day you can come to our school and be one of our athletes. And thank you everyone for sharing your sacrifices. Please keep putting them in the chat box. It gives you a chance to really realize that what you're doing is important and it's going to make a huge difference in your future. I agree with all of these: having discipline, leaving toxic relationships, spending less time with friends and choosing your friends wisely. It makes a huge, huge difference. Thank you all for sharing. And they said they wanted to bring me down to their campus for an official visit, Memphis University. And what that meant was they would pay me to fly down there, give me a tour in the hope that I would come back to that school next year as one of their players, as one of their student athletes. And just so you understand, it costs over $55,000 US. Right? That's about over 70,000 Canadian if I wanted to go here. But if they chose me as one of their athletes, it would be free of cost every single year for 4 years of university. This was no small thing. It was a big, big opportunity. And I had trained and sacrificed my entire life for it. And to not make this story longer than it needs to be, what you need to understand is that this dream, this goal is something that I pursued my entire life. To the point where my self-worth as a person was attached to my identity of being an athlete. I mean, it was so bad that my personal email address growing up when I was your age, it was soccersam99@hotmail.com. It's like soccer and Sam were not 2 separate things. They were one and the same. They were so intertwined. Did you have a funny email growing up? I just embarrassed myself. So if you have a crazy, funky email, put it in the chats, put it in the comments. I don't want to be the only person embarrassing myself here. I'd really appreciate it if you share yours as well. Right? Who uses Hotmail anymore? I must be pretty old. I'm only 21, not that much older than all of you, but definitely share your emails. And my self-worth was so attached to the game that everyone around me in my entire life, my teachers, my friends, my coaches, every single person said, Sam, one day you're going to be a prodigy athlete. You're our superstar athlete in the family. And it was all this pressure being placed on me, but I wanted it. It was my lifelong dream and goal. And so getting this email from Memphis was like a dream come true. It was the first step towards one day getting a pro scholarship. Now, unfortunately, they wanted to watch me play in one last tournament before finalizing the contract to come and be one of their student athletes. And the last time they wanted to watch me play was going to happen at this big tournament called the Disney Cup. It happens every single year in Florida, Disneyland. And a week before leaving that trip, I was playing in a friendly match with my team, which means it's just me versus my own teammates. There's not really any opposition. And it was maybe the 42nd minute when I was running towards the ball and I bumped shoulders with this athlete on my team named Zach. Zach was a beast. Zach was 200 pounds, pure muscle. And I remember after we bumped shoulders, I caught myself in the turf, but very quickly I realized something felt really funny in my left knee. You know those moments in your life where you feel like something terrible just happened or is about to happen, but you're not exactly sure what it is? That's exactly what it felt like. And I remember the next 5 minutes running around the field with this clicking and grinding in my upper left calf before deciding it's probably in my best interest to walk off the field. And if you've ever watched a soccer game before, you would know that when you're injured or want to get off the field, the classic thing to do is to take a knee. And so I knelt down, I raised my hand, the ref signaled me over. I stood up and I walked myself off the field. Beat Bop, I was at the Meet a Week camp last year. Nice to see you again. And as I crossed over that line, I immediately started crying. It was one of those moments where deep down in your gut, you feel like something terrible has happened. And I walked myself right into the change room. I unlaced my shoes. I took out my shin guards. I threw them on my bag. And as I walked out of that room, you have to understand, soccer, up until this point in my life, was everything to me. I breathed soccer. I lived soccer. I dreamed about soccer. My future income was going to come from soccer. My future career was going to come from soccer. Don't ask me how, but my future wifey was going to come from soccer. I hadn't figured out how, but I had it all planned out in my head, right? And so when I left that room, it felt like I was leaving a piece of who I was behind with my bag. And it was the middle of winter. I walked directly outside of the stadium and I screamed at the top of my lungs, "Why me? You don't deserve this. You have sacrificed so much for this. This is unfair. It's not right." I remember screaming so loud, my coach heard me and he ran out behind me. He said, "Sam, is everything okay?" I said, "Coach, I don't know. My knee just doesn't feel right. I'm scared I'm going to miss the showcase." I had to hitch a ride home with one of my teammates' parents. And unfortunately, I didn't really know them. It was one of those situations where you hold in your emotions, you hold back your tears the whole 45-minute drive home so you don't embarrass yourself. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Put an exclamation mark in the chat box. Have you ever had to hold in your own emotions due to being surrounded by strangers, by your teammates, your classmates, or your peers, sometimes even your family? And I remember 45 minutes later, I got home and I sat myself down on the bed. I didn't want to wake up my parents because they were already sleeping. 7 hours later, the morning rolled around. I walked out of bed, went into my parents' bedroom, and I could not hold back the tears. And when my mom saw the pain in my eyes, she did what any caring person in your life would do for you. She pulled out her cell phone, searched up every hospital, every doctor, every surgeon she could possibly find across Ontario until she finally got me a last-minute appointment. And here's what you need to know. I ended up tearing the meniscus in my left knee before leaving for this opportunity. I ended up flying to Florida and have to sit on the bench. My whole family flew with me because it was supposed to be a big celebration, and I didn't even get to step on the field for 1 minute because my knee was swollen the size of a volleyball. I had to have a surgery. Every single teammate on my team got a full ride Division I scholarship, and you would have been sitting on the bench thinking, "You deserve this. You sacrificed for this. That should have been you." I had to come home and have a surgery. And after having one surgery, it ended up happening again. I had to have a second surgery 8 months later. And then I took a 5th year of high school, grade 13, and I tore it a third time in my opposite knee. And I opted out of the third surgery because it was too much on me mentally and physically. And the reason I'm sharing this story is not because I want you to feel sympathy for me or feel bad for me because of what happened. The reason I'm sharing this is because growing up, one of the biggest mistakes I made was I attached my self-worth to my achievements and my accomplishments. I thought to be worth something as a person, to be an amazing student leader, to be someone like yourself who makes a difference and always wants to be kind and be helpful to others. I thought to be worth something, you had to have the answer to every question, have thousands of friends on social media, be an amazing athlete, dancer, student. Fill in the blank. What do you attach your self-worth to? Because I have some news for you. It's not the right way to live your life. Your self-worth is not attached to your achievements and your accomplishments. Your self-worth is defined by a decision, and a single decision that you make every single day. And the decision is this: today, I'm going to decide to be kind and respectful and valuable to everyone else around me. I'm going to find a way to serve everyone else around me. And if you can do that every single day, I promise you, at the end of your life, you're not going to regret the knee injuries you had chasing a soccer dream. You're not going to regret the fact that you didn't become a pro athlete or a pro dancer or a pro singer. You're going to regret the opportunities you didn't take to make one of your brothers or sisters' lives just a little bit better. And here's why I can tell you this with full conviction. Service changed my life. Because when I was at a low point and I didn't see the point in moving forward, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I felt heartbroken. I felt lost. I felt like I was worthless. It was service. It was a message from my grade 12 religion and world issues teacher that changed my life. I was sitting in his class while he was breaking down the lives of figures in history, trying to prove to us that you and I can make a huge difference if we try and do something that they do. And I remember he gave us a hint. He said, there's one thing, Joseph, thank you. He said, there's one thing I want you to focus on. And I remember whispering under my breath saying, sir, what is it? What is the one thing? And it's almost as if my teacher, Mike, heard me speaking, because he walked into the middle of the room, looked at me right in my eyes, the same way I'm looking at you. And he said 3 words that I will never forget. Small, consistent actions. He said, you want to make a difference? You want to make an impact? You want to change the world? You want to bring peace to your brothers and sisters? You want to make a huge change or impact in your community? All you need to do is take a small, consistent action. And I remember asking myself as a young student, what can I do? You can no longer play sports. What value do you have to provide the world, Sam? And it took me 14 days of asking myself that question before I finally came up with an answer. I was walking home when a coffee cup blew across the sidewalk. And for some odd reason, in that moment, I felt the urge to just bend down and pick it up. And I won't tell you the brand, but I will tell you this. After I picked up the cup, I rolled up the rim to win. Put the brand in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I didn't win any coffee, donuts, or a bike, but it was in that moment that I realized that's a small action. I walk home from high school every day, passing tons of trash. Why not take 2 seconds to just start picking it up? That's what I did for the next 4 months. Picking up trash, walking home from high school. No plan, no vision, just to take Mike's theory, my teacher, and put it to the test. 5 days before summer break, a good friend of mine sees me doing this. He pulls over in his Honda SUV van, looking like a father of 4. And your teachers are going to laugh at this while they're watching, and Mike, because they probably drive this car. And he pulls up beside me and he clicks the button on his window. He does one of these. He leans in and he says, what the heck are you doing, Sam? Why are you picking up garbage? And that's when I explained to him this principle that a small, consistent action can make a massive global change. And then he said, why don't we do something with this? And so the first Friday of 2017, when we started this initiative, we invited all of my friends over to my house for a bonfire. We had everything, all the essentials, a guitar for music, soda to drink. We had sweet chili heat Doritos, right? We had Ruffles, all dressed. We had marshmallows, graham crackers, chocolate, everything. I invited all of my friends, all 4 of them. And for all of those that are laughing at your camera right now, you're a bad person. Don't do that. I invited all my friends over, all 4 of them. We're sitting around the bonfire, and my buddy Raymond looks up and says, I think I have the perfect name for you. Why don't you call yourselves the Wastemans? And I thought, ooh. Raymond, you are a genius. All these young people are going to laugh. We're going to make an Instagram page called the OG Wastemans because we were the originals. And we're going to get all these kids to help us pick up garbage. And long story short, we changed the name to Pick Waste because I live in Pickering and we pick up trash. Get it? It's good marketing, right? And since July 1st of 2017, we have completed over 200 cleanups, filling over 2,000 bags of garbage, mostly from the city of Pickering alone, just with young people and students like yourself. Here's the craziest part. What I started to realize was my teacher, Mike, was right. A small, consistent action can make a massive global change. Whether it's picking up garbage, changing the world, figuring out new ways to do things in COVID, or a simple act of kindness. You see, the biggest lie you've ever been taught, told, or heard is that you are too insignificant to make a difference, that you are too irrelevant or too small on the bigger scale or on the global picture. And I'm here today to tell you that is absolutely false. Pick waste is living proof of it. What is stopping you from being the next person that my teacher writes down on his blackboard? You all have the potential and the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of everyone around you every single day. And here's the craziest part. Being of service, volunteering, giving back, it doesn't require that you have any education. It doesn't require that you have any special skills or talents. All it requires is a decision. And sometimes the decision isn't easy. Sometimes it's easier to just give in to peer pressure. Sometimes it's easier to just walk by the person on the street. Sometimes it's easier to just ignore it because it requires an additional effort on your part. But if you answer those calls and you help others at every opportunity that you have, those decisions will change your life. And it's not just about picking up trash. I have a closing story I want to share with you right now. When COVID hit, things fell apart for me, for my friends, for everyone that I know. We're all going through this together, slightly different, but all together. And one of my good friends, Andrew, was falling apart. His business falling apart, mentally struggling. I called him up to try and give him some work, just out of the kindness of my heart. Here's a job for you, man. Can you do this? And he responds back saying, Sam, I'm not up to it today. I'm literally going to lie down in bed all day. You know those days where you just want to pull the sheets over your face, lie down in bed, not get up, right? Just literally lie in bed on your phone, relaxing all day because you just mentally are exhausted. Everyone has these days. And after the phone call, I was like, wow, Andrew turned down an opportunity to work. He must be in a really bad place mentally. And I asked myself, what can you do? What small action can you take to make Andrew's life just slightly better? To show him that someone cares, that someone appreciates him, that someone values him. And so what I did was I went on my phone and I went on Facebook and I went through his timeline to try and find something that he liked doing or eating, because I thought maybe I could make him some food so he doesn't have to cook today. And I didn't actually do the food making because I scrolled down to October of 2019. And what I found was he had a post that said, when I don't like cooking, me and my wife really enjoy eating tacos. Tacos, out of all things. He loves tacos. Perfect. What did I do? I went on Uber Eats. Y'all know what Uber Eats is, right? I went on Uber Eats and I bought him tacos, delivered them to his front door, and made sure the person knocking on the door would say, this is from Sam as a get better gift. Enjoy this meal pre-cooked for you. 20 minutes later, Andrew called me on FaceTime, bawling his eyes out, crying. Sam, you don't know how much this changed my life. You don't know how much this small act impacted me today. You see, I was on the edge. And this showed me that someone cared and someone was listening and someone appreciated it. And you know what's crazy? It was $20 tacos. And it instantly changed his mood. And now every single time we talk, he almost always brings up tacos, puts a little emoji in the chat box, talks about, hashtag taco. Every single day, you have the opportunity to be a taco for somebody else. Whether or not it's buying them physical food or spending money, the other thing we can give people is our time. Whether it's opening a door, smiling at a stranger, sitting with someone virtually at lunch who never talks to anyone, talking to the person who's come from a different country and might not have a big group of friends right now. How can you be a taco every single day? See, even on my phone, I have this little background. It says, be someone's taco, as a reminder to myself to be a taco, to be of service for others. Look, whether it's picking up garbage, whether it's figuring out how to get over a tough situation, a tough circumstance, because we all have problems, or whether it's figuring out how to be a taco and find your own small, consistent action. My name is Sam Dema, and if I can help you or serve you in any way, shape, or form, I am here for you. My email address is sam@samdema.com. If you want to just reach out and have a conversation over email, I'm more than happy to. I'm taking a year off social media, so please don't follow me there because I won't be responding. But I am opening up my email to you. And I'm not just saying this because every speaker says it. If you send me an email, I promise you I'll respond. I promise you I'll get back to you. I promise you I'll make time for you. You can reach out to me at any time with any question or any ideas. I'd love to be of service. Thank you all so much for having me here today. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you for the past 30 minutes. I think we're going to bring on some more people, Keith and Kathy, to do a Q&A.
Yep.
Awesome.
There we go. So if anyone has any questions for Sam, just drop it in the comment box. Keith and I have our own questions ready. So Sam, what advice would you give to someone who feels like giving up on their dreams?
Yeah, that's a great one. So every single person has a different breaking point. For me, the breaking point was the third injury, and it was time for me to switch my dream. And I don't want to say give up, because I didn't give up. I just made a decision to change paths. So it depends how you look at it. If you look at something like giving up, it's always going to affect you, and it's going to feel like it was a negative experience. But here's the reality. If you can learn something from a current dream that you've worked on for a long time, then you've won. It's a great experience. Instead of, giving up, maybe it's time to just create a new one. But if you still want to pursue your dream, understand that it takes time, hard work, and dedication, and nothing worth having comes easily. So I would just say keep going, or if you're at your breaking point, create a new vision for yourself and start working on that.
Thank you, Sam. My question is, why do you believe it's important to get involved and make an impact within your community?
I didn't get involved in any student activities or student leadership or anything until I was 17 years old, until I was getting out of high school. And looking back, I realized that the amount of skills, the amount of amazing people that I would have met and skills I would have developed was such an amazing opportunity that I missed out on simply because I was so focused on one thing. And I think there's multiple reasons, but I'll give you three. The first is to develop your own skills and personal leadership. The second is to be introduced and to meet a group of like-minded individuals who are all working on a very similar dream or project. And it'll help you, make friends and meet cool people. And then the third reason is because, and Muhammad Ali said this, our penance, our payment for being here on earth is to be of service to other people. And at the end of the day, at the end of your life, when you're dying, you're not going to tell yourself, oh, I wish I spent more time kicking the soccer ball. You're going to say, I wish I spent more time appreciating people, or I wish I spent more time giving back or helping others. So I think if we can realize that now at a young age, then it's going to change not only our lives, but everyone's lives that we have the opportunity to touch because of that decision.
The question on the screen is, why did you give up social media for a year?
Yeah, that's a great question. There was actually three reasons for me. The first one was related to my intention behind using it. My intention behind social media was for business. I speak full time, and I convinced myself that if I'm on social media, I'll get more opportunities to speak in front of kids. But when I actually audited how much time I was spending, an average of 3 hours per day, I realized that in a full year, that's over 1,000 hours. And that's a long time. In fact, I just read this recent study that was done in the UK by Independent Magazine that said that the average adult spends 34 years of their life staring at screens, whether that's a computer, a laptop, a cell phone, a TV, just a screen. 34 years of your life. And I asked myself, imagine if I used that time for me and 1,000 hours per year, making sales calls and being of service to people and learning more about the work I'm trying to do. Would that be more valuable than 1,000 hours on social media where I only booked one talk? And the answer was absolutely yes. So that was the first reason. The second reason was due to my self-confidence. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're on social media, at some point in time, you are going to start comparing yourself to other people. Whether it's conscious or unconscious. You're going to see someone else's highlight reel of their life, and you're going to say, wow, I wish I had this, or I wish I looked like that, or why don't I look like that, or why don't I have that thing or that car or that new toy? And it gets to you mentally, and it started to get to me mentally. And so I thought, how can I get rid of this feeling and this need for constant validation? And the answer was just get rid of the apps. I'm a big believer of not leaving any cookies in the pantry, which simply means if you're trying to get rid of all the junk food in your house, you don't put the cookies in the pantry or the closet, because one day you're going to walk by and eat them. You just delete it. You just get rid of it. You just throw it out. It's the same with social media. And then the third reason was just for an experiment. Let's see what happens when I take a whole year off, and how I can develop myself physically and mentally and build better relationships. And so if anyone wants to take a break, I would say give it a week, try a week with no social media. And then if it feels great for you, extend that time, and maybe it becomes a new lifestyle.
Our next question is, what is the most important quality in a friend?
Integrity. In my opinion, the most important quality is integrity. And I would define integrity as two things. Does this person keep promises with themselves to the best of their ability? Meaning, if they say they're going to do something, do they follow through? And then the second aspect of that is, do they keep integrity with the promises they make to you and everybody else? Meaning, if your friends tell you they're going to do something, or they're going to show up here or do this, are they following through? I think it's so hard to boil it down to one. There's so many important qualities: integrity, trust, kindness. Like, I could go on and on, but I think that's the one that rings true to me the most. Cool, Julia, this is a great question. How can we be reminded to push through the struggles we encounter in life, whether they are big or small? I think this is a question of perspective. For me, the thing that's helped me the most is to realize that my problems on the whole span of my life are actually really small. I might be dealing with something that seems really big right now, but in 5, 10, 15 years, I might not even remember the things that I've dealt with. So I think the first thing is to realize that this too shall pass. And on the bigger scale, it's a small piece of the puzzle. The second thing to realize is that the way you get stronger in the gym is by struggling, by ripping apart your muscles. The way you become stronger as a leader, as a young person, as a person, is by going through struggle. This is why some of the people who have endured the most struggle often end up making the largest impact on the world. Pressure creates diamonds. So I once had a friend who told me, I hope that, the next 3 years of your life are painful and you struggle a lot. I was like, dude, I hate you. Like, don't ever talk to me again. But I started to realize why he said that. It's because when you go through struggle, you learn things, you become a stronger person. So I would say, one, realize it's a part of the process and you growing as a young person and a leader. And two, on the grand scheme of things, it's a very small thing on the whole span of your life.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. This has been really cool.
If you have any more questions, would you mind if I give them your email?
Yeah, 100%. Anyone can email me. I just want to share.
There we go.
I want to share one thing real quick before I leave. I have a podcast for everyone on here listening. It's called The High Performing Student. This is what it looks like. If you just search High Performing Student on Apple or Spotify, you can take a look. Over 24,000 students have listened, and it'd be cool if you listen and let me know what you think.
For sure. So
Awesome.
Everyone go check that out. Sam, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and coming to speak to our amazing leaders. Do you have any final words?
Ask yourself every single day what small actions you can take to be a taco in the lives of other people. Ask yourself how you can be of service, and I don't think you can ever go wrong. That's all I end this.
It's really good advice. So once again, thank you so much for your time, and we're very happy that you came and joined us.
Thank you both. Keep up the great work. I'll see you all soon.
Bye, Sam. Have a good day.
What's next? Okay, so we have another board welcome. This is Superintendent. We're going to be welcoming Superintendent of Equity, Diversity, Indigenous Education, and Community Relations, Derek Chen.
Hi, Derek.
Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You found that picture of me. I should have provided a different one.
Yeah, we usually just go on a Google hunt.
That's okay.
That just happened to be the one.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation to this meeting. So happy to be here with the students. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a new superintendent of equity, diversity, Indigenous education, and community relations at the Toronto Catholic District School Board. And I started here, started in the position since August. And I'm excited to be here. Just a little bit of a history of that I was a principal at Brebeuf College for the last 4 years. Prior to that, I was a principal at Bishop Morocco Thomas Merton for 3 years. And prior to that, I was a vice principal at Mary Ward Catholic Secondary School for 4 years. And then my previous life, I was a teacher and mostly a guidance counselor, actually, at Cardinal Newman. So I've had a great experience in several different schools and have come across very diverse student bodies, which has been fantastic. And I'll say a little bit. I've met quite a few people through our webinars at our webinars at the beginning of the school year when we ran them. And I got to say, I've been hearing loud and clear that students are very interested in equity. And in fact, students are making my job easier because your voice is so loud and needed, and people listen to you. So I'm encouraging all of you to continue to push hard on equity issues, equity concerns. And what I heard very loud and clear from those webinars at the beginning of the year was that racism, anti-racism, anti-Black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, anti-homophobia, transphobia, LGBTQ issues, issues of special needs, people with physical disabilities and different abilities, all gender. Those are all things that I've heard loud and clear are important to you. And I've got to say, those are a reflection of things that are important to me as well, and as well to my department. So we are pushing hard this year. Our focus has been on anti-Black racism, and that's followed closely by anti-Indigenous racism. So I wanted to let you know that we are really pushing our dismantling anti-Black racism. And I've been actually working with Rebecca Mengesha, who is your director of equity on the exec, to help us put out these virtual focus groups. And so that's coming up really soon. You may hear about it. If you are a student who identifies as Black, you might be asked to participate. It's all voluntary, of course. And so that's coming out likely by the end of this week, put out by our CSLIT exec through Instagram, and then through all the other channels of Student Council Instagram accounts. So we are excited to be moving forward with that, and we are anxious to hear the lived experiences of as many of our Black students or students who identify as Black at these focus groups. So very, very excited about that, because we are at a stage in the year where we need to really combat and dismantle racism, anti-Black racism, anti-Indigenous racism, and really work from what we call an anti-racism and an anti-oppression or oppressive framework. And that's where we're working from. I do want to say that I do not want to neglect, and I mentioned it as a third thing, our LGBTQ community, which it means so much to us. There's been a lot of conversation in our board about students who identify as LGBTQ I2S plus, and we care about all of you, and we are working hard to make sure that you are fully included, and we are going to embark on some discussions about getting some more professional learning for our staff around these concerns. within our Catholic education system, because as many people say, we are Catholic and we accept everybody regardless of who you are. And in fact, we love those differences, and we take pride in our differences. We want those differences to come out because that is who you are. So having said that, well, we're definitely open to any initiatives or ideas that you might have. I was thinking that I wanted to really meet with the director of equity with CSLIT, because I would love to work together with our students to move our agenda, not agenda, but to move our equity focus forward. So if you have any ideas, you can run them through. I hope I'm okay to volunteer Rebecca for this. Run them through Rebecca, and if there's anything that I can do in my position as superintendent of equity, hopefully I can hear it from her, and we can take action, such as conferences or workshops or speakers, anything to that nature. I would be more than happy to explore. We unfortunately had to put on hold an anti-racism conference from last year due to COVID, and we hope to offer it virtually this year. And I also encourage all of you, if there is a Heritage Month that you would like to participate in. So the next one coming up is our African Canadian Heritage Month. That's in February. Then, before that, the Tamil Heritage Month in January. So we've got all of these Heritage Months coming up, and student participation in these Heritage Months is essential. In fact, it brings life to our celebrations. I don't know if there are any questions, or if oh, by the way, this is a shout out to Keith and Kathy and Keith, who are just incredible. I'm so inspired by you two. I watch you guys at the board meetings. I'm telling you, I know I've told you this before, but every time I sit back in awe of your leadership and your presence, intellect, your advocacy. We are in really good hands with you two. So thank you so much for taking the lead on so many things. It's like I said, I am learning from you, and I've been in this business for 20 something years. So thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words. We really did enjoy having you on today. Like, Keith and I were just texting. We're like, we love Derek. Everything that you touched upon, this was a really great opportunity to bring this up. Shameless plug. We have a pillar report coming up
Yes.
in December. We're just not sure which
Hopefully.
day yet. But
December.
a lot of our pillars are relating to what Derek has talked about today. So, multiculturalism and diversity advocacy for everyone, and especially LGBTQ plus support in this board. So if everyone wants to tune in and support us,
we
will
feel
be there, and
you
we will
guys are
be
so bold,
taking the
courageous.
charge.
Absolutely, and I'm so proud of you for taking charge, because it needs to come from the kids to show that we are including everybody, and we need to stop harming our students with some of our uninclusive words. So I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for the invitation, and looking forward to working with you guys closer.
We're very excited for the upcoming year and all of our plans. So if anyone
Awesome.
has any questions for Mr. Chad, you could just comment them down below. Everyone's kind of just saying thank you.
Thank you, Mara. Stephanie, all of you who with your kind words here. I'm so proud to represent and like I said, be the voice at this level for all of you. And I keep saying this to everybody. You are all leading us when it comes to equity, and the excitement that I see when we had those webinars of wanting to talk about race, wanting to talk about other areas of oppression, that comes from you, and the strength I get is from our students to keep going. So it's just incredible. So please keep it going, because don't be a quiet voice. Speak up. It has to be heard.
1000%. it's us. It's our future on the
Absolutely.
line. So it's
Yeah.
our turn to take charge.
It is.
So I think, and I don't think anyone has any questions, but thank you very much, Derek, for coming on once again. You know, taking time away from all your busy work. I'm sure you're very busy.
Oh no, you know what? I love this stuff. Thank you so much. It's busy, but it's really good busy. So thank you guys. And
Thank you.
see you at the next meeting.
Yes.
Have a
All
good
right.
day.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Thank you. And
Oh,
Okay.
is he cut off? Oh no.
He's also backstage. But
Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed that so far. So we're gonna take a little bit of a fun break. Haha, we're gonna make you think, but not math. I think not one time. There's been a couple times where I've done riddles with some math. Did not end well. Good thing these aren't riddles, and this is a Guess That Movie Christmas edition. So we're gonna call on our two hosts for the games, Steven and Junette, and they're gonna explain how the game's working. Okay, sorry, okay, so this is Steven and this is Junette. You guys wanna introduce yourselves?
All right, so before we start, I like to introduce myself. So, hi everyone, my name is Jeanette. I am in grade 11 and I go to Sandra O'Connor, and I am the half director of elementary affairs for this year.
Hi, my name is Stephen. I'm in grade 11. I go to St. Michael's Choir School, and I'm 1/3 of the public relations team.
All right, so I'm going to explain how this game works. Me and Steven, we haven't seen any of the emojis yet for this game, but basically a bunch of emojis or maybe a few emojis are gonna come and appear on the slide, and we have to guess what the emojis are trying to tell the title of the movie. So we don't know what the movie is. Me and Steven haven't seen the slides yet. And so we're going to have a little competition between us two. And we're going to see if we can guess the movies. And we're not going to look in the chat box, but you guys have to answer in the chat box. And the first person to answer correctly is going to have a chance to be entered in the spinning wheel at the end for a chance to win a pizza. So Steven is going to guess first, and let's move on to our first set of emojis.
All right. I'm really bad at movies. So this is gonna be really fun. Okay. So this is the emoji. It's a Santa hat and a frowning emoji. Okay. I'm thinking like there's this one Christmas movie I'm thinking of, but let's not mention it. This one's tough. I really don't know. You know, if I have to think of, I don't know. If I have to think of one person that's like just like really grumpy about Christmas, it would have to be the Grinch. So I'm gonna go with the Grinch, even though he's not green. There's green emojis except for like the one that's vomiting. But okay.
Wow, it's the Grinch.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if it was the Grinch either, but I mean, like the little mad face from the emoji. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So good job.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Alrighty. So here is your emojis, Unette. All right. So we got a knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
then
I don't
there's
know what the arrow has to do with all of this.
I guess it's like the Christmas. Christmas going to the arrow to the knight. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think I have an idea. I think I know what it is.
Yeah? What do you think it is?
The night before Christmas.
Ooh. I think that's it too. That's really clever.
The arrow was really confusing me.
Oh, you got it. Yeah.
All right. It's gonna get harder though. So that was a little bit of a confusing round.
Is it really? Oh yeah, you weren't kidding. Wow. Okay, so we have an acorn, I guess. And then there's a face on the acorn. And then I guess those are like soda crackers or saltine crackers.
Yeah.
This one is quite simple.
I feel like I'm overthinking it. I literally have no idea.
Oh yeah. I was overthinking it as well, but it's actually not as complicated as I was saying it. I'm going to guess the Nutcracker.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I would never guess that. I totally over complicated that. That was actually really good. Okay.
Okay, so we have
Okay.
a house.
I
Oh,
think I might know this one. So
yeah.
I'm okay. I'm gonna let the audience guess. A little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
they're getting it, you know.
yeah, I know there's
A
a
lot of
10
them are getting it.
delay. So are they
Uh-huh.
getting it? Okay, maybe I should guess.
They are
Then.
getting it, yeah.
Is it Home Alone, but like the first movie?
Oh. Home Alone.
That's actually
I think
I
the
love
one
that
represents oh goodness, what Kevin, like because he's like the only one in the house.
Oh,
But
that
yeah, I guess any answer would have been right. Okay, so there's a star.
it's just the star.
Instantly I think of Star of David because that was the star that was
That's true.
yeah. But I don't
know me.
I don't know if a movie related to a star. A Star is Born. That's definitely it. I cannot. You know what? I cannot think of an answer, so I'm just gonna go with my initial answer of Star of David.
I have no idea either. So I can't really feel from you either.
Right. The Star. Okay. I guess it's a Christmas movie, but I've never heard of it. Okay.
Oh,
This one. Oh, this one is too simple.
Oh, I know this one. I do already know this one, but I'm going to let the audience guess a little bit because. This is a little bit. I found this a little more simpler than the other one.
Oh yes, a lot of people are getting it. I think this is one of the simpler ones out of the batch.
Well, we have a polar bear, and then it's a highway, but it's not a highway. It's the express. So it's a polar bear express. Polar Express? The Polar Express. Not the Polar Bear Express, the Polar Express. That's what I meant.
You got it.
Express.
Awesome. Alrighty. A deck of cards. And the halls makes it like quite simple, in my opinion.
Oh, I think I know. I think I might know. But it's your turn to guess, so.
Yeah, I think I've got this one because there's a deck of cards, card candy. Sure. There's a deck of cards and then there's halls. It's like cherry halls, I think. It's not a very good flavor, but it's still halls. It still does the job, I guess. I'm gonna go with deck the halls.
I think so too.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. That was very clever, though. That
was very clever, yeah.
Oh, I know this. That's very clever too.
I don't even think I know this one. No, I'm not sure.
So
not sure about this one.
You have to look at the first image and then you have to think of the word for that image, and then you take the two letters and see like the first two letters are crossed out. So then what you have left is the movie.
Oh, that's a cross? Oh, I can't see that.
Yeah, there's like a line.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking shellfish too, my friends. Oh yeah, this
definitely.
I think I know this one too. Yeah, it's definitely shellfish, or shelf. Yeah, that's. I think that's it too. Yeah.
Okay, actually, is it Elf on the Shelf? Maybe it's Elf on the Shelf.
Maybe it is Elf on the Shelf.
But no, I think
that was really clever
Elf.
too.
It's just Elf.
Yeah.
Is it just Elf?
Too. Hello.
thought it was elf.
I think.
They crossed the S and the H out.
Oh, what?
Kathy, you need to come back on
Okay,
here.
I didn't make this. Magda did, and so this is a new addition. I haven't seen this
Magda
before,
says,
but I'm going to assume she meant elf.
Magda says there's a
Okay.
typo. Sorry.
So it's elf.
So I think it is Elf.
I was like, I have not heard that movie.
The
I was
shelf.
dying in the back. I was like, people say shellfish. And then Steve said
I
Christmas
saw this
cabinet.
I tried to like look up a movie. There's a movie called The Shelf. Like, what is it?
We'll figure it out.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
gosh.
I was
Oh
so
my gosh.
confused. Okay.
Okay, so we have a thumbs up and is that snow? What? Okay.
I'm
Yes, I
really
think Shelf is a great movie. I'm gonna go check it out after this.
yeah,
Yeah. So a thumbs up and clouds. Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
No.
I'm quite clueless on this one. Thumbs up and I keep telling it to myself, but like I don't know if I will get it. There's snow clouds.
I'm really clueless. Is that like a
likewise, yeah.
is that maybe a storm maybe? But
I have no clue. It's like people are saying like, okay, in the private chat they're going ha 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 ha, like LOL, but like I feel like this is like a movie that we all know, but it's just been overcomplicated dramatically.
yeah. Or maybe it's just you and Steven that we just really don't know.
I'm clueless on this one, and I think so is Unat. So
Yeah, I
let's
really have no idea.
let us see the answer. Let it snow. Oh my gosh.
I didn't get the let it part. Like the I really didn't get that part.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, that's
I think that makes sense now. Alrighty.
Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing at some of these comments. Like Celia said, like global warming, rise of temp, global warming. Please. It seems as though both of you have tied.
Wow.
Oh.
Everyone's a winner.
We really thought the last one was gonna be a deal breaker, but it's not. All right, so we'll be announcing our winner after closing prayer. But everyone say thank you to Steven and Jeanette for hosting this lovely game. Like I was just dying in the back. Like the commentary was everything.
Christmas cabinet.
Christmas cabinet is one of my favorite answers, and I will be taking that one to the grave with me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. Shout out to Magda for making these slides because there was no reason as to why I should have been laughing so much, but I was. So yes, thank you to Steven and Jeanette.
Bye, Steven.
We
Bye,
will
Jeanette.
see them a little later. Okay. Ooh. So
Yeah, well,
we're
announce the
gonna
winner.
call. Is she in the backstage? There she is.
Oh, we'll call.
Oh,
I believe it's Marcos.
oh. Okay. Scratch
Marcos.
the name on the screen.
Yeah.
Well, it's me and Audrey.
Okay. So.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi.
So take it.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Marcos from the director for the Angel Foundation, and this is.
I'm Audrey. I'm the director of social affairs.
And we're just here to give you a little, a little peek to something that we want to do in December. So keep your calendars free. You're not going to have anything to do on this day. I don't care what it is, because you're going to be here on this event, December 12th, okay? It's going to be a combined effort from AFL and social affairs, and we're going to bring to you an amazing COVID-friendly virtual event.
And we're not going to tell you exactly what it is. You have to stick around till the end of the meeting. We will be giving out a riddle. And the first person to email me the answer gets a chance to win a $25 gift card. So stay till the end, and then we will give you the riddle. It'll give you a little bit of a hint on what's going to go on the 12th. So keep that day free.
Yep. Okay. So remember, just send your email at the end to Audrey. Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes. My email is audreysupsup@gmail.com.
And we'll be sure to remind you at the end. Okay. See you guys later.
Bye. See you guys.
Hi. Ooh, I really wonder what this announcement is.
Back to stream.
I guess we have to wait until the end. Oh,
Yeah.
this is not the right slide. We're gonna actually call up Mike. Nope. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna have his amazing segment called Mike Talk. That is a picture of Mike and myself at the Lead Global Learning Center. Just
right.
realized that it makes me look very short.
What do you
I'm not
say?
that. I just look so small. Like just like compressed.
We could both be 6 feet tall in that picture. You don't know.
That is very unlikely.
Yeah.
So
we're
unlikely. Yeah.
Right.
Take it away, Mike.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Keith. Now, remember, at the end of the meeting, you can win a $25 gift card to whatever you want. Very, very end meeting. Audrey and Marcos will be back to know what this challenge is. Also, at the end of the meeting, for those of you, we're going to end around 6 o'clock. For those of you that are looking for a way to de-stress and relax, we have a meditation session optional for anyone who wants to join, and that is at the end of the meeting too, after we give out pizza. So, the virtue of the month is peace. The virtue of the month is peace. And the month is almost over, but it's still November, and we want to talk about peace. Because when we think about peace, peace is all about relationships. If people have positive relationships, then there will automatically be peace. Because the biggest ship in leadership is relationship. The biggest ship in leadership is relationship. And you be able to create positive relationships. I love this quote. It says, "The essence of leadership is relationship, influencing people to achieve things together that can't be achieved alone." Leaders realize, you know what? You cannot be a leader on a stranded island if you are all by yourself, because then there's no relationships. There's no one to lead. Leaders realize I could do a lot. However, when I empower and involve other people, then I could achieve something that I can't achieve by myself. We could do it together, because the biggest ship in relationship is the biggest ship in leadership is relationship. And why do relationships break down? Why isn't there peace? Because how do we achieve peace? Well, we have to have positive relationships. Why don't we have positive relationships? Well, that is the question. And I'm going to answer. I don't like that man, or I don't like that person. I must get to know him better. And that is key. As long as we take the time to seek first to understand, take the time to get to know each other, we'll realize that, you know what? We probably have way more alike than we have different. There's probably things that you do that I do, things that you don't like that I also don't like. There's probably things that make us way more similar than different. So I always keep that in mind. And my good friend Greg Rogers taught me this quote. If you don't like someone, maybe it's because you just don't know them. You just don't know them. And if you want to be a leader, realize that it's all about relationships, because the biggest ship in leadership is relationships. So how am I going to promote peace? How am I going to be a better leader? Well, I'm going to try to get to know people. So remember, leadership. You want to build greater relationships and promote peace, then get to know each other on a deeper level. So with that, I turn it back to Kathy and Keith. And before I turn it back to them, remember, the best relationship you can have is a relationship with yourself. And one of the ways to have a greater relationship with yourself is to realize that the person you talk to most is not your parents, is not your best friend, is not your boyfriend or girlfriend. The person you actually talk to most is yourself. And so you got to take time out for yourself. And one of the ways you could do that is through meditation. So join us at 6 o'clock if you're free for some guided meditation. The people who stayed last time enjoyed it. So come join us at 6 o'clock for some guided meditation. So thanks everyone for joining us. And I'm going to hand it back to Kathy and Keith.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
So, thank you very much, Mike.
I think he froze. Okay.
Okay, so,
There was a slide before this?
no, Mike just spoke about it.
Oh, okay.
Someone said Kathy's my dad. Sure. All my children. So we're just gonna hit you guys with some CSLIT, like Catholic Student Leadership updates. So this is our Instagram page. This is our new one. So we have 3 in total. So we have one. CSLIT _ TCSB. That's where you find all the high school stuff, 9 to 12. ECSLIT _ TCSB. That's where you find all the elementary leadership, 6 or 7 to grade 8. And then this is Catholic Student Leadership, which has absolutely everything under the sun, under the realm of Catholic Student Leadership. So give us a follow.
This is our Let's Talk Faith, hosted by our faith ambassador, Julia, who you'll see ending us off with a prayer. It usually involves like videos, discussions with guest speakers, and personal sharing. It's like CSLIT, but like a faith version, you could say.
Just fully faith.
Yeah. Next one is December 16th. Is it next Wednesday? This Wednesday?
2 Wednesdays. 2 Wednesdays.
Yeah, that'll be on your calendar.
Or 3. 2 or 3 Wednesdays.
Yeah.
A couple Wednesdays away, I believe. So yeah, that'll be hosted by our incredible faith rep, Julia. We have cloth masks made by CSLIT's social justice team. So our director of social justice, Shania, is leading this initiative. We've raised over like $500, I believe, and
As an update, they recently reached over 1,000.
Yay! Okay, over 1,000. Woo! And all profits go to like giving gift cards to communities affected by COVID-19, especially BIPOC communities, which are hit a little just a little harder than the rest of us. So if you're able to support, this is a great stocking stuffer for Christmas. I'm doing a Secret Santa, and my Secret Santa person, I got them one and I got myself one, so we can match and we can support CSLIT and BIPOC communities.
Oh, next up is the Bilingual Youth Council. Did Mike want to speak on this?
Mike, okay, yep, there we go. There we are.
All right. So we have this new council that we're going to implement. So if you speak French, or if you are only specifically for bilingual students and a committee for bilingual students. So we need some ideas. Sooner or later, we're going to send out a form for you to sign up, but just to keep it in mind, or maybe you have bilingual friends, maybe we do a service trip to a French-speaking country. Maybe we have certain guest speakers who focus on bilingualism. So keep that in mind, and information will come out shortly. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
So we're going to call on our Director of Equity, Rebecca, to talk about our next update.
Hey, everyone.
Rebecca.
Hi.
Hey, guys. I'm here to speak about the Zen Doodle date that you guys see up there. Every 2 weeks, we have a meeting where students can get together and can wind down together and have conversations that we don't normally get to have. A piece of art that we made last week, hold on, can I show the camera, was this. It's a doodle. There's nothing really specific on this page, but really, it's just a good chance to get together, to interact, and kind of have a conversation outside of just school when on a Zoom link. We get to learn a new art form as well every time that we have our meeting. And our next meeting is December 4th. I do encourage all of you guys to come. Our last meeting, a lot of us definitely left really relaxed and really creative because we learned some new art as well.
Yeah. Thanks, Rebecca.
Right. So make sure you guys sign up. We really want to see you guys there. You know, de-stress, have some fun, make some new friends, and all will be well. So thank you, Rebecca.
We can just zoom through the next 2 slides, and then it's Rebecca again.
Oh, great. So she'll be staying on screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Catholic Student Leadership hoodies in this picture. This is the first group of people to ever receive a Catholic Student Leadership hoodie. So if you want to be just as cool as them, and maybe
Alright.
not with Keith and myself, you can order this. And I think Mike is going to talk about it.
Yeah. So the orders are in. If you ordered a hoodie, you will get it sometime in December. We will send it to your school. So thank you for everyone ordering a hoodie. Oh man, we got hundreds of them ordered, and we're gonna sort it out and then send it to your school. So thank you for ordering, and proceeds are going to the Angel Foundation for Learning. So thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Mike.
Right. Next one, keep updated with us. So not only do we have Instagrams where you can contact us, we also have the website where we post all of our opportunities and everything that's happening. So, you know, if you're just confused, just head onto the website and we got everything there for you. Bringing it back to Rebecca.
All right, guys. I want to quickly thank Derek Chen for touching on the webinars pertaining anti-Black racism. It really means a lot to know that we have his support. I'm really appreciative of that. And I'm here to talk to you guys about the new Catholic Youth Black Alliance that everybody is welcome to join. It is an alliance. I really encourage all of you guys to get involved and use the voices that you guys have, you know, to make change for your peers and to be part of a change that you guys want to see. This is a perfect leadership initiative. To find more information on it, we do have an Instagram page. It is called CY. Okay, I don't know if I can show you guys. CY Black Alliance. I don't know if anybody could put in the banner like they did. Yes. So I do encourage all of you guys to follow the Instagram account. On there, you'll find information as to what the alliance is about, as well as in the link in the bio. You'll find a Google form to sign up for the alliance. I really hope all of you guys get involved. Our next meeting will be this Thursday at 7 o'clock. And I hope to see all of you guys there.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Next up. Oh, is it loading? Kathy, you're on mute. Okay.
Hello.
Yep. Next up
Sorry about that.
the actual Christmas social, as Audrey and Marcos hyped up before, and they'll be here to rehype it again. Hi, Audrey.
Hi.
Marcos.
Hi, everyone.
So yeah, to rehype it again, as Keith said, AFL and social fairs are going to be working together to do the Christmas social / AFL Christmas event. But we're not going to tell you what it is yet because it's a surprise.
Yeah, exactly, guys. And then so so you guys are gonna get a puzzle soon, and on the puzzle, it's basically. Oh wait, I think that's not it.
Kathy, can you change it to the next slide?
Okay. Here it is. Yeah. So this is the puzzle. Very fun. I tested it out. It took me a little bit, but I'm sure you guys are a lot smarter than I am, so you'll figure it out very quickly. So it basically what you do, there's a bunch of numbers, and you're supposed to fill in the proper squares on like how the numbers are arranged. Makes sense.
Yes. And I know it looks a little bit complicated, but once you guys get the rules, it's quite simple. It's going to spell out a specific phrase that's going to give you a hint to what exactly we're doing. And then we're also going to be making sure that you email us your answer. The first person who emails my email, which again is audreysupsup@gmail.com. The first person who emails the correct answer will have a chance to get a $25 gift card. And then we can contact you back to tell you which gift card it will be for.
Yep, and that's it for the CSLIT announcement. I hope I get to see you all there on our event in December.
December 12th. Yeah, just a reminder.
Yep.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi,
guys.
guys. I'm low-key really confused on what is on the screen, but maybe
I know, me too.
I will give this a try because I'm a little scared, and I might borrow Keith, and we might work together. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a little scary.
$25 gift card on the line. You need to take a screenshot right now so that you could send your answer to audreysupsup@gmail.com. So take a screenshot. We'll also post it on social media, but take a screenshot right now because the first person to give the proper answer and email it to Audrey gets a $20 gift. Speaking of prizes, we do have prayer, and then we do have our pizza prize. So let's go to that.
So we're just going to talk about upcoming CSLIT dates. Of course, the Christmas social was just announced December 12th. Be there or be square. We really want to see you guys there and participating and, in the Christmas spirit. And then these are the following dates: Tuesday, January 26th, which will be the first one of the year.
What's 2 Tuesdays? We'll fix that. Don't worry. But yeah, next one,
okay.
January 26th.
So we'll be posting it on social media. It's before exam season, so there's time, guys, to come out and enjoy, and maybe win yourself a free pizza.
Yep. Closing remarks? No, we don't really. Okay, back to our faith ambassador. Hi, Julia.
Hi guys. So that was an amazing day, but I invite you all to sum it up in prayer with me. And this is one of my favorite prayers. Let us bring ourselves in the presence of the Lord as we pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. All this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And I just want to remind you guys that on December 16th, I know Keith and Kathy mentioned it previously, we are going to be having our Let's Talk Faith meeting. Our topic for our next Let's Talk Faith is science and our faith. So how we can kind of correlate both worlds. And we're going to have pizza prizes, guest speakers, games. So I invite you guys to all come out and join. It's going to be a lot of fun, just like last time. And I'm excited. Thank you, guys. December 16th. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, we're going to get that fixed.
Yep, do it right.
Mark it in your calendars. We want to see
Yes,
you there.
guys. Make sure to mark it in your calendars because we're going to be having a lot of fun. Games, prizes, speakers. It's a lot of fun. So December 16th, come on out.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Julia. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Okay. Up next, we're going to announce our pizza winner. If Keith can pull up the wheel.
Yep. Let me do that right now. Can you see it? Hello?
Yep.
Okay. How should we do this time? Okay.
Just sorry, how many names are there? 10?
Yeah.
Just spin until the last one.
Okay. So there's 2 Jennifers. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but it'll work out. Yeah. Oh. It's okay. He has a second entry. This is gonna take a while. Hello? Okay. I don't like the silence. Kathy, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just listening to the clapping noise that it's providing.
It's so awkward. I'm just spinning the wheel by myself. It's so weird. Okay. Um.
Oh. Oh. Darn. Okay.
Both Jennifers are.
So.
Okay. Hi, Jennifer, or the second.
Hi, Jennifer, too. I don't know.
I don't know.
So if you are the lucky winner, we're gonna put up Magda's email, and you'll be contacting her. And we'll get you your pizza. We'll get your pizza situated for you.
Who's next? Oh, the other Jennifer, or the same Jennifer. Jennifer. Oh, here's a moment of truth, guys.
Oh, okay. I'm
The
scared.
winner is Yamini.
Yeah.
Michelle. Oh, wait, is it the last person standing?
Yeah, it's the last
Okay,
person
good job,
standing.
Yamini.
So send Magda a DM, and we'll get that pizza to you.
Yep.
So the time is now 6:06 p.m., which means our meeting is done, but not really.
For 2020.
We actually have guided meditation, so if you would like to stick around, please do. De-stress, relax. Treat yourself to, and calm your mind and whatnot. I know it's a new quad, so things are kind of a little crazy, but yeah.
Any last words from Mike?
Hey, thanks. Good job, Keith. Good job, Kathy. And thank you to all our guests. Sam was amazing. Remember, reach out to Sam. He is totally genuine in when he says he'll answer all your questions or be a mentor to you. So it's sam@samdema.com. And, we have so many things is happening December 16th. And then we also have our Christmas social happening. All this stuff will be on CatholicStudentLeadership.com, or follow the various Instagram pages to stay involved. So thank you for joining us. Thank you to all the teachers that joined us. Thank you to all the student leaders that joined us. Huge round of applause to Kathy and Keith.
Oh, thank you.
This is my last GA that I will ever host in this year. That Keith and I will ever host. This is my last November GA period. The year is coming to an end kind of quickly. It's kind of spooky.
All right, thanks everyone. I'm going to introduce our superstar meditator who's going to help us bring our meeting to a close. Please welcome Alexia.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Hey, Keith, Kathy. Hi, Michael.
Thanks for joining us today.
So thank you for having me. Thank you, everyone. As always, it's amazing to be here with you, and I hope that you'll be able to stay and enjoy this meditation together. And welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me here with you today. And I know it's a long day, it's a long meeting and night for you, and you probably just want to go and have some pizza or some dinner, some food. So whatever you feel like doing is perfect, but I do encourage you to stay and just take this time for you. We're going to be here for a short while, just about 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. It's good to be back, Mavish. Thank you so much. And I love being here with you guys. This is awesome. You are really amazing. And just in case, really quickly, for anyone who's not familiar, my name is Alexia. I am a Love, Peace, Harmony ambassador, and I'm here to kind of just meditate with you and chill and basically just connect. So I have a little bit of something here, and just to basically show you that you matter. And why do you matter? You matter because you matter. You don't need to do or be anything more than yourself to matter. You are enough just the way you are. And sometimes we can forget that. a lot. You know, we hear things, we see things, and they impact us. Hey, Adam, thanks for all the emojis. Love emojis. And so this is really just to remind you what you already know in your heart and is that you are enough just the way you are. And this is just to show you, yes, I'm a CCAA alumni in the house and from Scarborough as well. So if you're familiar with any of those places, drop some emojis. And yes, we are peers. Hey, Marcos. Hello. And so I actually worked in film and television for many years and then moved into health and wellness after a really inspiring experience in India. And after I discovered the message of love, peace, and harmony, and realized that it's so important for us to dedicate our lives to helping others, to making the world a better place. And so that is what we do through Love, Peace, and Harmony, through meditation, through self-awareness, and more. And through my own journey and experience with anxiety, with depression, with a lot of struggles, mental and emotional struggles in my life, physical things as well, I really found myself gravitating towards meditation and different self-healing techniques to really bring myself to a state of peace, of balance, of joy, and found it very empowering. And so that is why I'm here today to share that with you. Okay, so we're gonna meditate together. We're gonna chill out, and anyone can do this. It doesn't take anything special. However you are, wherever you are, is absolutely perfect. So essentially, a lot of people feel like meditating is, you know, just you sit quiet and, you know, you quiet your mind. So that is a part of it. However, there's more to meditation. You can meditate using words. You can meditate using your breath. So we're going to try it right now, okay? We're going to try it in a few different ways. And this is a different style. There's lots of styles. When you sing, you can be meditating. When you play basketball, when you draw, whatever it is that you like to do that brings you into the present moment, that lets you just forget about your worries, can be your meditation. So today we're going to connect to the message of love, peace, and harmony, to some really healing, calming sounds, and to our own self, our own self. So is anybody experiencing any kind of stress lately? If you are, put your hand up, okay? Drop an emoji, say something in the comments, because this is a time that can be very stressful. Some of us are in self-isolation. Some of us are in really close quarters with our family members, or we have schoolwork, or we have, you know, maybe things we want to do and places we want to go and people we want to see, but we can't do that right now. So there's a lot of different things in our life that could be causing us a feeling of stress, a feeling of anxiety. And so what we want to do is take time for ourselves each and every day, especially if we're feeling anxious, if we have any sadness or anything like that, which is totally normal. You are not alone. Everyone has a whole spectrum of emotions. And so when we're feeling these things, you know, we can do this to really bring ourselves back to our heart, bring ourselves back to our center, and to feel peace and to feel grounded in ourselves, okay? So I'm going to guide you through a few different things, and you don't have to necessarily remember any of this, but there's different power techniques. So our mind is very powerful. Our thoughts, our vision, our imagination, our breath, our body. These are all things that every single one of us has. We are empowered to use this instrument, this body, this mind, this heart that we've been given to create more love, more joy, more peace, more harmony in our lives. And so, for example, when we feel anxious or we feel depressed, it can be because we're taking ourselves out of the present moment. So if you sit with me here now and just breathe deep into your lower belly. And it might feel silly. It might not feel normal. That's okay. You can laugh, whatever. But just breathe into your lower belly. And allow your belly to relax. Sometimes we suck our belly in. We're like, oh, I want to look cute. I want to do this. I want to do that. And we suck our belly in, and we're tense and we're holding on to tension. So we just want to let it go. Just let it go. So you just want to breathe deep and let your belly go and breathe out. And so what we're doing is we're invigorating our body with oxygen. We're helping our blood to flow, which helps our energy to flow, which helps us to oxygenate our brain, activate the cells in our body, increase our cellular vibration. And it literally helps to transform our physical body and also our mind and our emotions. So our breath is one of our number one tools to bring ourselves into the moment. So you want to take yourself to deep belly breathing. Breathing past your chest, expand your belly and out. Beautiful. And for our mind, we want to visualize. So as we're doing a meditation, you want to visualize, give yourself, your mind something to do. Because we all have monkey minds. We have crazy minds. They think this, they think that, they think about dinner, they think about this person, they think about this conversation. You have a memory from 10 years ago. What about this? What about that? It's like 24/7, nonstop, just... So I don't know if anyone can resonate with that, but if you do, share that, because you're not alone. We all have this mind. And so meditation is not just emptying our mind, right? Because who can actually just blank? It's really about being aware of our mind. So being aware that we are not our thoughts. Our thoughts are something we have. So I'll say that one more time. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are something you have. So when you have a thought, you can see it like a cloud in the sky in your mind. You might not be able to see it like you see through your eyes, but you can have an awareness of this thought. So for example, you could have an awareness of a negative thought and realize, oh my gosh, I just had a really negative thought about myself. I want to transform that and transform it to a positive thought, because you realize, wait, you can choose your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. They're just something you have, right? So if you have the awareness, oh my gosh, where did that come from? I just had this like really negative thought about my brother or my sister or this or that or myself. Oh my gosh, no, transform that thought and you can have a new thought. For example, I might have a negative thought. Oh, I'm fat and I don't like what I'm wearing today. What if you hear that thought in your head and you think that's you? It's not you. It's just a random thought you had in your head. So when you have that awareness of that, you can transform it and say, no, I love myself and I choose to love myself and accept myself just the way I am. I'm transforming that thought. So this is a practice, okay? It won't happen just in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, but it's a practice. And I encourage you to take that out into your day, into your life, and let me know in our next meeting how you feel about that. Okay? Message me. I'd love to hear about it. So our mind is very powerful. So we want to do a creative visualization. We want to visualize light. So you can visualize yourself in a beautiful light. Okay, and this beautiful light is just healing, nourishing, it's protection, it's deflection of negativity, it's transforming any tension in your body and more. So we're going to visualize light. Again, we're going to breathe deep into our lower abdomen. Okay, and I'll be guiding you through all of this. We're just going through step by step. So don't worry, you can just let it go. You don't have to remember it. And we're going to have our body power. So our body power is what we're doing with our body. So you can sit and meditate. You can put one hand on your heart, one hand on your lower abdomen and just feel grounded. You can also stand. You might feel right now, hey, I don't feel calm and I want to move my body. And guess what? That's okay. You might be filled with energy right now. You just had a really exciting meeting. Maybe you don't want to close your eyes and be calm and still. You might want to move. And so that's why we're going to incorporate movement into our meditation as well. So it's a choose your own adventure. If you want to move, you can move. You might want to tap your body. Why? Because this helps stimulate the cells of our body. It helps get the energy moving through our body, and it helps bring us to the present moment. So you might feel like you're like a monkey tapping your chest. It's like a massage, giving yourself a loving massage. You might want to tap your body. So you can choose. Do you want to stand, do a little light movement? Do you want to tap? Do you want to simply sit with your eyes closed and meditate? It's whatever feels good for you, okay? That's our body power. So we're going to breathe. We're going to visualize light. We're going to move our body or keep our body still, whatever feels good and most natural for us at this time. And we're going to use our sound power. And what is our sound power? Our sound power is not just out of our mouth. That's one type of sound power. That's yang sound power. Yang is one aspect, yin is another aspect, and these combined create a whole, a balance, a oneness. And so when you talk out loud, that is a very yang energy. And what you can do is to balance that, bring it inward, in your heart silently, in your mind silently, repeating love, peace, and harmony, love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Or repeating the mantras we'll be guided through this meditation. Okay? And so this is going to help us to build the energy in our body, increase our frequency and vibration, and help us to connect to our heart, balance our emotions, and feel more peace. Now, we also would love to focus on our soul power. Our soul power is our say hello. Now, this increases the frequency and vibration, the power for healing, for rejuvenation of any meditation countless times, just countless times. And what is this power? This is the power of your heart and soul. This is the power of connecting to the universe, of connecting to God, to that which is so much bigger than us, to bless us in our practice. So it helps to really increase the power of this rather than just simply doing it on our own. It's like a prayer. We do a prayer to increase the power of this wonderful practice. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to simply listen to this Love, Peace, Harmony song as I guide you through a simple meditation. And so all you need to do at this time is relax. And when you're relaxed, you receive so much healing, so much nourishment, and you actually allow yourself space to heal, to transform. So even if you're feeling anxious or you're feeling silly or this is new for you, simply allow yourself this time. So again, you're welcome to move. However, for my purposes of this meditation, I'll be doing it in more of a yin style, a quieter style of meditation. So if you're comfortable, if you have a space, I welcome you to lay down. If you have headphones, you might even want to put headphones in just to get that extra vibe going. But however you have your setup is perfect. You want to sit down. You might even be surrounded by family. People are screaming. People are making dinner. La, 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 la. We all have all kinds of crazy setups going on with, being at home during this time. So don't worry about it. Wherever you are and whatever the vibe is perfect. Wherever we are is always where we're meant to be. And so really allowing for that to sink in. And so also just really feeling that in your heart, that where you are, no matter how challenging, is where you're meant to be. And our challenges in our life, they always teach us something. And sometimes when we're in it, it's so hard to see what that something is. But what can bring us through to the other side is our trust in ourselves, our trust in God, our trust in our path, trust in who we are and where we're going. We might not know where that place is yet, but we are on our way. And so I encourage you at this time to find a beautiful space wherever you are and just close your eyes. So join together with me, close your eyes. And if it feels good, you can put a hand on your heart, one hand on your lower abdomen. What this is doing is it's grounding. Our lower abdomen has an energy center, and this energy center helps us to feel grounded, rooted, connected. And just repeating to yourself during this meditation, just listening to the music of love, peace, and harmony, which is very calming, relaxing, listening to the sounds of my voice. We're going to do a very simple love, peace, harmony meditation today. So I encourage you again to remember to breathe deep into your lower abdomen. And just repeat to yourself at this time, I am safe, I am loved, I am blessed. I am safe, I am loved, I am blessed. I am safe, I am loved, I am blessed. Visualize yourself bathing in a beautiful light as we say hello. So dear, and you can repeat silently or out loud, dear myself, thank you for taking this time for you. Dear my heart, I love you. Thank you for guiding my path. I am sorry for not listening to you more. I will do my best to follow my heart more and more. Dear my mind, I love you. Thank you for all you do for me each and every day. Thank you for processing so much information. Please rest at this time. Thank you. And it may feel a bit silly talking to yourself in this way, but it can be so healing and empowering. Something you can do at any moment. Imagine that all parts of you have their own consciousness, have their own heart. So dear my body, I love you. You have the power to heal yourself. I am so sorry for not appreciating you enough. I'm so sorry for judging you. I will do my best to love you better. I love you. And continuing to just feel that frequency and vibration of love, gratitude, and appreciation. It's so important for us to share love with ourselves and to nurture ourselves in this way. We may not always get this from our environment, from our surroundings, or from loved ones in our life. But we can empower ourselves to offer ourselves the greatest love. And this can be so healing. And if it feels funny, perhaps you might have negative thoughts, or maybe you do have judgments about yourself, and it's difficult to actually say this and mean it and feel it. And that's why in the next part of our meditation, I'm going to invite you to offer yourself unconditional forgiveness. Dear myself, I love you. I forgive you unconditionally. I forgive you. I forgive you. And at this time, I will be quiet. And if there's anything in your heart, anything that you wish to let go of, maybe a thought, a mindset, a limiting belief, something that's causing you pain, you can bring that forward in your heart silently or out loud. And dear all of these aspects of ourselves that we've brought forward, say, I forgive you unconditionally. And let it go. And you can even visualize them floating up in the sky, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and just letting it go. Allowing any worries, any negativity, anything that's holding you back to simply dissolve into light. And allow yourself to breathe deep into your lower abdomen. And for these last few moments of our meditation, as we've let go of these worries, of whatever was coming up for us, allowing ourselves to sit in this beautiful space of love and of peace that we've created for ourselves. And we ask our heart to please open. Please allow for us to feel the presence of unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness. As we allow for any blessings that are coming through. And we can simply relax at this time to receive. And you can repeat in your mind, love, peace, and harmony. I choose to live in love, peace, and harmony. I let go of fear and I choose love. I let go of fear and I choose to live in love. I let go of fear and I choose to live in love. Allow yourself to really feel this feeling of love. Know that you are protected, you are blessed, you are loved, and you are enough just the way you are. You matter just the way you are. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to change. We are all unique and we are all one. In order to create harmonies in music, we need different notes, or else we would have no harmony. Each one of you is your own unique note. And together we are harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And so, whenever you're ready, take your time. You can open your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Let it out. Another deep breath. Let it out. And if you'd like, you can have a nice stretch. It's good to move your spinal column. That brings energy, fluid to your brain, oxygen to your brain. So you want to move throughout the day. And again, breathing in and out. Wonderful. Breathing in and out. And just know that this is something you can do for yourself any time of any day. Just take a few moments. You can speak to yourself in a loving way. Remind yourself who you are. Know your worth. Remember your light. Connect to Mother Earth. Connect to the universe. Connect to God. Receive that unconditional love and forgiveness, that feeling in your heart of peace. Allow yourself to let go of what's holding you down, what's causing you stress and anxiety, and allow yourself to be free. And so at this time, as we wrap up, just show you here the Love, Peace, Harmony app that you can download this song, you can listen to this song, and it's a great song for meditation. And I just want to thank all of TCDSB. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Thank you for sharing. and really appreciate this time that we spend here together. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Alexia.
Thank you, Michael.
That was awesome. I know those who stick around to participate definitely show their gratitude and appreciation. And I know if someone is sticking around, they need it in their life at that time. So thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, we'll see you next month.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And thanks for being a student leader and making a difference in your community. So we will see you at our next CSLIT event. Make sure to go to Catholic Student Leadership. So exactly when those events are. Have a good night. Peace.